Right, this is the Songor Lagoon. Everything is the Songor Lagoon. And prior to ELECTROCHEM coming here, the whole place was dried up. Right? So how do we get water back into the Songor to restore it? You can see that what we see here, we are doing construction works, infrastructure works. We are building dikes across it. When we get to the destination we are getting to, you will see that we mounted big pumps over there. And with those pumps, we've been able to channel the seawater and we pump it into the whole Songor. So that is what you see now. Now we have water all over the Songor Lagoon. And it has restored the Songor. As we were coming, you see people doing their fishing activities. And this is the same brine that we use to produce salt. But we need the seawater to come. So once you put it into the Songor, it has to travel, find its way to wherever we need it to crystallize, which is a company where we have the crystallizing plants. But as we told you, we don't want to have the benefits alone. So around the concession, wherever communities are, we have built community ponds also for them to produce salt. And it's this same brine that we are giving them to produce salt. For you to produce proper salt, you need a brine to travel. The scientists will tell you that the seawater that is coming in, it contains sodium chloride, but it also contains calcium and magnesium salts. How do you get your pure sodium chloride? The water has to travel over some distance, and as it's traveling, you have your sodium, your calcium and magnesium dropping behind. So by the time it travels to where you are forming your salt, you have pure sodium chloride. That's the best way to do salt. And you can only achieve that if you put in the seawater into the Songor, and then you let it travel to wherever you need to get it to. So this is very essential for good salt production. And it also helps us to restore the community's livelihood. By putting in water, they get to do their fishing. So from here, we'll go to where we do the intake, where the sea comes in, and then we pump it into the Songor lab. But this will give you some context. So if you look far ahead, you will see that we have tipper trucks, excavators working, building dikes, in the Songor. All of this helps us to channel the water in an efficient manner to produce our salt. The capacity of the pumps here. The pumps are 3. The capacity they pump per hour is 6.2 million liters. 6.2 million liters per hour. Where 3 it's about 18.6 million liters every hour. The surface area of the Songor that's about 10,400 acres. It's anyone field near top 1.5 meters. The worker near gravity. They get few near show 20 years near Obekuna. I want to need to get bar worker that it's anyone here pumps, big pumps who can so near Egblanue. All the time, the Songor. I've been there, Songor every store. Community be a fishing. They want by being James every week. And it's all because I need to come back when I can. Let's restore the Songor so that the community will also benefit from it, whilst we are also producing salt. The one benefit ni community prior to ELECTROCHEM coming here. So every 6 or 7 years, Daniel Bana can be few Songor. Sini ELECTROCHEM bar with the aid of our pumps all the time, all year round. This brine there you can feel was salt. The same brown of the half community say when I'm make a feel I'm a salt here. The edges of the concession. There's one big changer. Me whatever my name. We need back in our work community. This is where all the salts that we're going to mine from the process. The processes that we teach earlier.
this is the final destination, because it is the desire of the company to get the purest salt out there, both locally and internationally. Hence, the construction of this particular area. What you're seeing here, it's one in Ghana for that matter, and it's of international standard. The whole edifice is brand new from construction till where we are. That's again. Either export allow local markets, allow the West African market, continental level, possibly operations. Morning where few gonna need for where what technical engineer we around. I'll give a hand to reach if you so quickly let me hand over to Precious Better.
So can you swap? Okay, one acre or yet two big washing lines. What you have an idea like me? The purpose is although we are producing quality salt, we want it to be more pure. So we produce quality salt, but we bring it here and then we wash it again. And the nature of the plant is that every hour, each of them can wash 125 tons of salt every hour. So combine the two, that's 250 tons of salt every hour. And we power it 24/7 stuff. That's what you have to do maintenance. So it has huge capacity. If you look at, my engineer will take you through the mechanism. But if you look at where we have stacked the concrete, that's where the salt washes. And then we stack the salt. Each platform can hold up to about 30,000-40,000 tons. And you have two of that. So this huge capacity, and it shows that we didn't come here to play. We came here to produce good quality salt in high volume that we can serve the Ghanaian and also export also outside. So I'll leave here for our engineer, Mr. Boating, to take you through the mechanism that we use to wash the salt.
Hello, Boating, civil structural engineer. The salt washing process involves three main things: transport, washing, and then dewatering. So first of all, we dump at the hopper area, which is the structure you see behind me. We dump the salt there. A vibrating feeder will move it onto the conveyor belt, and then it goes into the washer. And the washer, it does two things. It does both physical and chemical washing. So the physical turns the salt white. That is appealing for the eye. And then the chemical also gets rid of the other compounds that crystallizes with the salt. We have potassium chloride and other chemicals that we do not want. Our focus is sodium chloride. So the brine that we use to wash the salt to get rid of all the other chemicals that we are not interested in. Then from the washer, it moves to the dewatering area. That's the vibrating dryer. And then it dries off. And from one conveyor belt to the other, it goes finally to the stockpile area. That is and then we have sieving processes. So like he just mentioned, we have a magnetic capture that will get rid of all metallic objects before it gets to the washer. And then vibrating dryer to get rid of both the soluble and then the insoluble components so that our final product is international standard.
Hey, well, according to the world standard, salt is any salt only contain of pure sodium chloride. No other additives or low impurities here me. Call back where it has to go through a certain process, and through that process, certain things happen. evaporation is happening, concentration is happening, and through the process, other chemicals here evaporate, other evaporate, settle, your heavier, it settles. At the point of crystallization, a low point harvest there. It has gone through that process to give you the actual product, a low pure sodium chloride. There will be an attest for product here, standards authority here. We have 99.9% pure sodium chloride, which meets the global standard everywhere. Allo anywhere anyone will share a meet or standard. She noni eho allo noni afio ni doesn't meet the standard there. They don't allow that process to happen, so they just trap the water. The water Tumobeni explain a hamboe. A trap in Wekeke, a travel or car trap. No hanake, the lagoon reserves allow fishes you move the water. So during that process, you are moving from the sea to the lagoon, you are moving to a reservoir, you are moving to a pre-crystallizer, you move to a crystallizer. So at that point, Onaket has gone to if it's more a hobo. O chomi ni obashe. Shika o trap kekebe magnesium salts, all the other impurities edumomino, ni sodium chloride dumomino. So you test it at the standards authority. No sodium chloride percentage equal 20, magnesium salt equal 30, other impurities, fecal matter and other things having percentages in them. She got ELECTROCHEM salt purely a harmful sodium chloride. So for industrial use, for domestic use, it is safe. Nikobana impurity because aside from that, we are perfect and we are to go.
Shida ngomanya mwana wake nifanya ba wale mwana nyani ni sheyo ni hiyo mama yewa ni hiyo ndio ma allow just to question yake nyemifumi in the sense that no is nothing no who any baby long time calling him na kenye she done you no kwa ke mani wo yo mi e o fe no kwa wa fe mo ni Ingram ko interview about this Songor anywhere mtu onye bana first no ni na mene wanye chake mane je no ko bibi onye na and then I know 54 years. My neighbor, now many are not successful. Here may be. She will know or not. Only your Jamie. That's paying what they put on. And they wash it. You know, now it's only 20% of the whole concession. The whole concession is 41,000 acres. What people know Copra on our development. They are now we need $167 million to develop it. So far we spent $88 million. They don't communicate. Copra on our dish. But one hour when I never get. I never knock anywhere. Or come up with here, along with Tassi. They that's why I can men in a cancer. Be anybody, any journalist, why you look on it? You are Lancian from your bath. No, can you make a muffin in petrol? Last month. No, I don't.